Hello, Sagittarius. I hope you had a beautiful holiday season. I know we're all looking forward to the end of 2020, and we're going to see what's coming in for you right now. After your video, I am going to start publishing what's coming in 21 for each sign. So let's get started with Sagittarius. Couple things real quick. There's no gender in tarot. When I say he or she or king or queen, I'm referring to an energy. We all have divine, feminine, and masculine energies inside of us, and it's that yin and yang working together that make us who we are. Next, if it sounds like I'm talking about somebody else or you feel the situation is the other way, well, it is. It's just you got to reverse that where you need to because your energies are connected, and I'm just reading the energies coming out on the story. Now, I can't possibly hit every Sagittarius on the nose. No tarot reader could in a general reading. So if you need something a little more specific, just reach out to me for a general reading. Okay, now one last thing. Tarot readings are timeless. And even though I'm recording this after Christmas but before New Year's, it's meant for you to see when you see it. So sit back, relax. I'm sure that Spirit has something for all of us, okay? And sorry about the sage. I thought that it goes out. I know that it makes it smoky for the camera. I apologize. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, Sagittarius, is we're going to get you an overall energy from the Moonology deck. And then we're going to use the Zen deck to ask what's going on with you, what's your challenge, and what's your advice from Spirit. Then we'll use the Tarot to clarify. Okay? So first thing, what do we have for my beautiful Sagittarius? The Archers, ruler of the 9th house, long distance travel, higher learning, philosophy. Right, Sagittarius. Come on, Archers, talk to me. We just ended your season. Oh, beautiful. Okay. So you got new moon and Pisces, meditate and contemplate. And then you also got what do you need to release. Now, goes beautiful with the energy of it being at the end of a year. We're on the 30th in a couple of days. We're going to have one of the strongest full moons of the year. And so anything that you want to release, like any toxic energy, bad habits, people, way of thinking, this is the perfect time to do it. It's one of the reasons that people do those New Year's affirmations and how that all started. But it doesn't have to be a New Year's affirmation. It can just be a different way for you to want to live life. I'm personally going to use the full moon to try to quit smoking cigarettes. Now, meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Okay, this is about going within and understanding the bigger picture. Okay, sometimes we're so bogged down with the little things of the here and now and the responsibilities of it all that we lose sight of the bigger picture. Okay, we make choices because it seems like the way to go, but again, if you're not seeing the bigger picture, sometimes those choices can lead us astray. Okay, so with the Moonology, it's guiding you to take a breath, go within, meditate, think, get out in nature, however it is for you that you can get some quiet time and really reconnect with that bigger picture that you want. Meditate and contemplate. Okay, Sagittarius, you are Temperance in the major arcana, but you are also the Wheel of Fortune because you're ruled by Jupiter, which is luck. And I just had to do that because I just realized through the camera that you were on the bottom of my Zen deck. So the first thing we're going to ask is what's going on around you? What do you need to know? What does Sagittarius need to know, please? Show us what Sagittarius needs to know, please. Oh, well, beautiful. Rebirth, 10. That's gorgeous. That's the Wheel of Fortune. That's becoming somebody new. You see that young man? He's coming out of that lion. It's ascending. It's becoming the next chapter, the next you. And that's gorgeous. Beautiful energy, Sagittarius. Oh, what Sagittarius? Oh, well, we didn't get that one out. Oh, you know what I love is that you got courage. This is the strength card in regular tarot. You got this card in your pre-shuffle, and you got strength in the tarot deck in the pre-shuffle. So this is Leo energy. This is, you see this flower? It's growing from between a wall of rocks. It's having the courage. Look at that. Because that young man, he's coming out of that lion. It's when we let go of our inner beast, we tame the lion. When we're in the major tarot, that woman has her hand in the lion's mouth. And she uses compassion and love and understanding to tame that lion, right? Well, in this deck, this is rebirth, and he's coming out of that lion. He's coming out of that shell, right? And he's having the courage to grow. This is saying that no matter how hard a situation is, be that sunflower and grow up towards that clarity, taming that inner lion. Those are two beautiful cards to get with each other. And on the bottom of the deck, you got, which is the Two of Swords. In this deck, it's schizophrenia. It's about being torn in two different directions, not knowing which way to choose. And Spirit's advice is to let go. Just let go, fall, trust. Fall out of that airplane, like Abraham says. You know, sometimes you just got to let go. All right. So let's go for your challenge, Sagittarius. That's great energy to start out with. Wow. So, major arcana. We got the Ten of Swords being done. And when we're done with the Ten of Swords, it's beautiful in the Zen deck because it's promising a rebirth because of what you learned. So that's gorgeous. All right. Go. Your challenge. Wow, you get very talkative in the challenge. Okay, you got some arguments, disagreements going on, some fighting. And since we're in our challenge, we're going to see where that goes. All right. So you got the Six of Swords, which is burden. You got number 3, which is the Empress. You got the Four of Swords, postponement. You got flowering. This is the Queen of Pentacles. And the Eight of Water, the Eight of Cups, which is letting go. Okay, this energy, Sagittarius, you know, for a challenge, it's not bad, especially being as philosophical and lucky as Sagittarius is. This is about letting go of these burdens. You see this guy, he's carrying another guy on his back. Okay, and it's about letting go of that burden, getting that guy off your back so that you can go up that hill with no problem. Okay, so letting go of the burden, using your creativity, your Empress power, which means using your heart, your understanding, your compassion. Just like the Strength card in the Tarot is guiding us to use your compassion, because there's been a delay, a postponement to you feeling in your power and feeling comfortable in your home life, your private life, your financial life. Excuse me, I always burp when I agree. When we get the Queen of Pentacles, or in this case, the Queen of Rainbows, it's about, again, neither female or male power. It's about that feeling of stability and comfortability. She knows she has everything. She's nurturing yet giving. She's willing to get her hands dirty, yet she's a queen. She believes in Mother Earth, but she likes nicer things. She is that queen that has all that earthly as well as compassion and connection to spirit. So she's a beautiful queen. And for you to get to that energy, you've got to let go. And it's beautiful because your challenge, you've got the burden card, which is saying, let that guy, get that monkey off your back. That's what I always think about with this picture. Is there a monkey? No, there's a rooster. But get that monkey off your back. If it's a person, a situation, a job, a lover, a friend, a bill, there's something that makes you feel burdened, and you've got to let that go, Sagittarius. Stop postponing, procrastination. I love Sagittarius, but every one of them that I know should get a gold medal in procrastination. Okay? But if you want this beautiful energy, the Empress, the Queen of Cups, I'm sorry, the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Rainbows, you want that stability, that nurturing, that going with the flow and enjoying abundance, then you've got to stop procrastinating and you got to let a burden go. Okay? It's pretty cut and dry. I mean, there's a lot of cards, but it will end this arguments that are going on around you right now, Sagittarius. And I love this because then you get beyond illusion. This is judgment in the Zen deck, and you see that it's a butterfly. Because beyond illusion, the illusion is the caterpillar, the illusion is the cocoon. Beyond the illusion is the butterfly. Okay? Just like rebirth being done, that Ten of Swords being done with that lion, that animalistic way of thinking, and evolving, which is very much you, Sagittarius, with the philosophy and the higher thinking. When we do that, we become our butterfly. We transform, we ascend, we go up that ladder. We get a better awareness of what we're supposed to do. And it ends that heartbreak and isolation. It gives us a brand new beginning, and the whole world is out there. I know I get a little carried away on the end of the bottom of the deck sometimes, but it kind of like circles back your story, which is beautiful. The card that didn't want to come up is the Nine of Swords. This goes with your challenge. This guy is in his head worried. It's called sorrow, but to me, this is my 3 a.m. card. This is overthinking, over-contemplating, all right? And Spirit wants you to know that you're focusing on these worries and these self-imposed fears for no reason. You're all in your head when you need to be being that butterfly. Oh, I did. I put them backwards. The voices in my head like to correct me. I wish I had them in high school and college. I did. I just wasn't listening. Alright, advice from Spirit. Beautiful. I like that your challenge. It's pretty simple. And with the energy going on around you, it's like, Sagittarius, this should be no problem for you. You got this. You've got the courage to end these burdensome situations. All right? Enjoy that abundance and stability that's waiting to come in for you. You just got to let go of the things that are no longer fulfilling to you. And again, the way this is laid out, this could be romantic, friendship, it could be job, it could be anything that has been causing you that feeling of like you got a monkey on your back. Okay? Advice, please. Advice and outcome. Advice. Oh! All right. You've got to let go of toxic conditioning and trust in Spirit. So, this is just too cute because they go together. So, you got the Ten of Swords to begin with, right? This young man coming out of that lion. Now we're going to end with the devil energy. In this deck, it's called conditioning. And it's about being a lion amongst the sheep. We are conditioned when we are brought into this earthly plane by the other people around us to think a certain way, believe a certain way, think that this is good for us, this is bad for us. We are conditioned, okay? The advice with this card is stop pretending to be a sheep and be the lion that you are. Let go of that conditioning. Okay, you go inside and you trust, and this is beautiful because you remember in the very beginning we got the two of swords, which in this deck was schizophrenia, and that person is like holding on to both ends and doesn't know which one to let go of and which one to hold on to. And the advice with that card is to let go. And this is what happens when you let go and you trust. This is beautiful. I got this card for Leo. So very much, here we go, Leo, as I say that, Leo and Leo. So you are very much fire signs. I think you're all like getting like an awakening that this isn't who you want to be anymore. All right. This burden and this conditioning to be somebody else, that's not what you want. You want a sunflower that grows out of a wall. You want all that beautiful abundance coming towards you. You want to feel secure and safe and productive. And Spirit says, trust. Trust. We have that. You have that. You have manifested that. You just got to stop with the procrastination because you're holding your own happiness at bay. You got to let go. The Nine of Wands, this is my wounded warrior. He's exhausted. You know, the promise with the Nine of Wands, the Spirit is saying that you have enough to get to the 10. You're constantly waiting for that other shoe to drop. You got to be done. You got to be done. You've got, this is past lives. This is the moon card. This is knowing and not knowing. This is all your ancestors and spirit guides, and you need to trust them. Go through that path. I mean, one lizard is knows and one lizard is not knowing. But you have to trust. You have to trust that Spirit and your ancestors are guiding you down the path to happiness, the Four of Wands. You got to make a choice with your heart and go beyond illusion and become that butterfly. Beautiful energy, Sagittarius. That is great. All right, that was your advice. We're going to check back in and get to outcome after we do some clarification. Okay. It's pretty cute. I like that it doesn't seem like you're going through any major heartbreaks. In fact, I get more of a either financial situation or family situation. Not so much romantic here. Which is good because the other fire signs were going through some difficult personal issues. All right, Sagittarius. We're going to clarify for my lovely archers. Nobody has luck like a Sagittarius. Y'all just skate through life a little bit, don't you? Can you tell me why the 10 rebirth is here, please? 10 and rebirth. And courage for my Sagittarius. I got the 10 of swords, 10 of air, and the 8. Okay. Oh, it almost wanted to come out. Healing. Wow, you got both healing cards. You got the Four of Swords, which is literally healing and recovery. And then you got the Star, when the major arcana, this is Aquarius energy. And this is spiritual healing. But for me, the Star, she brings hope, and hope heals. And when we heal, we have more hope. It's that never-ending cycle for me. It's that wishes come true, right? So this is what we're clarifying, that rebirth. 10 of Swords in the regular tarot, that guy's got 10 swords in his back. He's got no more to give. He's done all he can do. He doesn't, he just can't get up. 10 swords in the back, right? But with a 10 in tarot, it becomes a 1. Just like numerology, and you start a brand new beginning. So what they're saying with this rebirth, this young man coming out of rebirth from this lion, is healing. You are healing. That is what's going on around you right now. That is what spirit has you doing. Okay? In the star in the traditional tarot, that woman is using the water and feeding to heal the earth, right? Okay. Well, with that water, the star helps that hope, that courage, that sunflower grow through a rocky wall. The message that I'm getting for you, Sagittarius, is no matter how hard or rigid or insurmountable is the word I keep getting. No matter how much it feels like that you are healing. You have everything you need to do to heal spiritually, financially, emotionally. You just got to let these burdens down and have the courage to go forward. A page of coins, King of Cups, and Justice. Well, I know what this means for one, Sagittarius, but I'm not going to say that. What I am going to say is that you have got a message coming in, could be from a Scorpio or about a Scorpio, that will balance out the scales of justice. You can't procrastinate anymore, because you even got the Eight of Cups again, the walk away, the letting go. All right, that justice is going to let you let go of something. The page is often can be contracts, paperwork, information, and divorce papers. Who knows? Let's see. We're going to go forward and get you some clarity on your challenge. Now, I know we got 5 cards, but the challenge is pretty cut and simple. So what we're going to do is I'm going to clarify half and half. Because postponement, we know what that is. We know that you procrastinated. So we're going to clarify the other 2 groups. So I have the 6 of Swords, the burden, and the Empress, number 3, creativity. You show me why the burden and creativity are here for Sagittarius and their challenge. Show me what Sagittarius needs to know, please. Sagittarius, the burden, creativity. You remember how we started out with the meditate and contemplate? It was all about seeing that bigger picture, because you got to let go of those burdens. You got to let go of the conditioning, what other people think you need to do. You want that abundance, you got to let it in. Sagittarius, please. Whoa! Well, that's never happened. And hopefully that will not happen again. Oops. If I knew how to edit, maybe I would edit that out. But I don't know how to do that. Hey, without throwing 2/3 of the deck at me, please, could you tell me about the burden? What is the burden that Sagittarius needs to lay down? What is the burden that Sagittarius needs to lay down, please? Okay, you're going to get clarity on that, because it's going to turn your karmic wheel. And there you are, Sagittarius, the Wheel of Fortune, that's you. It's going to turn the wheel, the karmic wheel, in your favor. You're going to get some new clarity and awareness, an aha moment, epiphany. And you got the Ace of Swords in your pre-shuffle also. That I really feel like you're going to understand what the burden is and how to move forward. And we got 10, 10, 10. You're at the end of something. And we got Justice again. Justice wanted to come out. Look at that. Right after the 10. Okay? So to have this abundance, to have this burden lifted off your back, there's going to be some clarity in what you need to do. You know, one of the things about this card that I've noticed is that when we get clarity, we understand that everything's connected. Look, everything's connected. When we are clear in our thinking, we understand that it's all connected, that it's all a wheel, and the wheel has to keep turning. And the beautiful thing here is that you literally got your cards in succession. 10, 11. This is Libra energy, this justice. So that means that your challenge is to keep that wheel moving forward. Go for that justice. Keep the progression forward. Stop procrastinating. That's beautiful. I mean, for a challenge, I say out of all my signs, Sagittarius, you are definitely the luckiest. Self-protection on the bottom, 7 of Wands. Tell me why flowering is here and letting go. Queen of Rainbows, 8 of Cups for Sagittarius, please. Queen of Cups. 8 of Cups. Okay. All right, so when you do stop procrastinating, things are going to happen quickly. And what you once thought was a missed opportunity is now going to happen. You're now going to get that off your back. That's beautiful. Okay. So, when we get the 8 of Wands, this is usually a forward movement or communication, or and sometimes it can even be progression, going up that spiritual ladder. In this deck, it literally says that it's quick changing. So what I feel is that you are going to get propelled. Bam, right? We got 10, we got 11. And look at that. The ace plus the 10 make the 11. Right? And then so we've got 10, 11, and the 8 and the 4 make the 12. In your challenge position, the challenge is to keep moving forward. To right there in the middle of your challenge, the postponement, the procrastination. That is very much your challenge, because things will and should happen quickly. The 4 of Cups like this, he's, coulda, woulda, shoulda. He's not paying attention to the beautiful offer that the divine is trying to offer. But when he is in the reverse for me, it says that he's not going to miss an opportunity. He is going to pay attention to what the divine is trying to offer. That's beautiful energy. Okay, so this is going to happen quick. All you got to do is let go of that burden. Whatever that burden is for you, Sagittarius, let it go. Because that clarity of knowing that everything is connected and everything happens for a reason, that's when you learn your lesson and you get to turn that wheel forward. You get your balance, and you get to justify things out, equal reciprocity. And once you stop procrastinating, things will happen quickly. You just have to stop procrastinating. Okay, you got to stop feeling that you're going to lose out, because actually what's going to happen is that if you let go and move on, you're going to get a chance at an opportunity that you thought you missed out on. All right? Stop listening to other people and being conditioned by what they believe. Trust source. Trust your source. Trust God. Okay, when you signed up for this beautiful earthly adventure, you didn't sign up to be miserable. You signed up to be happy. And Source wants you to be happy. So you need to trust that Source is trying to get you to the happiness, and stop being conditioned by what your family wants, or your wife wants, your girlfriend wants, your husband wants, your children want, your society wants, your boss wants. Whatever sheep are trying to get you to do it their way. Do it your way, and do it for the right reasons. Know that what you put out there karmically, you get back. And I love this card. In this deck, it literally says karma, divine timing. Okay? So, this justice coming in, this understanding that everything is connected and that you get your abundance when you stop procrastinating and let go. It's all connected. And it's all karma. When we learn to do the right thing or to see things the right way and have the courage to grow even though things are hard, that's when we get to move that wheel forward. Okay. Advice from a beautiful Sagittarius. All right. Conditioning, please, and trust. Advice, conditioning, and trust here, please. Ooh. Okay. Well, the conditioning has to do with a personal relationship of some kind. Some kind of partnership. Yeah. Okay. And there you are. The very last card is you, Temperance. I love it when you guys show up in your own reading. That's awesome. That means you're in your power. You're going to be. Okay, so this is advice and leading to what's coming up. Okay. So we got the Two of Cups and the Knight of Wands. This conditioning has to do with a partnership, a friendship, a romance, a marriage. It even says twin flames. I don't necessarily go that route with just one card. But you need... See how he is riding his motorcycle away from this? Letting go. He is going. Okay? The conditioning says that you have to stay, maybe. Whatever it is that you're being conditioned to, you have to move on to calmer waters. Same card. You got to release the burdens. Your advice is the same card that's in your challenge. You got to release the burden. You have to move on. Okay, what I love about the Six of Swords is that those six swords are things that we learned or went through or survived or whatever. I call it owning your shit. And all that's in the boat. And now we own it, whatever, we survived it, we accept it, and we move on. And Spirit guides us to calmer waters, to a better place. Just own your crap, put it in the boat, and move forward. Because that Ten of Cups, that happy family, that happy home life, Temperance, that stability can't come until you balance things out. That is literally your job in the tarot. You balance everything. It is your job to take two different elements and marry them. You can even represent biracial couples. The Temperance is about balancing things and mixing two different elements together. Fire and water, air and earth. That's your job. That and to tell the rest of us not to drink too much, not to have too much fun. You've got to trust Spirit. Temperance. This is gorgeous Sagittarius energy. I mean, you couldn't be any more in your power. And it's beautiful that your advice is saying the same thing your challenge was warning you about. You got to move on. You got to let it go, because we don't get anywhere. Take that leap of faith. Be the fool. Have a brand new beginning. That's my advice. All right. We're going to find out from Spirit. They can show us a little bit about what's coming in for you, Sagittarius. Show me what's coming for Sagittarius, please. What's the outcome? What's the outcome? Should Sagittarius take your advice? What is the outcome, please? Outcome for Sagittarius. Ripeness. That's a beautiful card. This is abundance. This is abundance. Oh my God, and then the Fool. That is your outcome. That is beautiful. Being in the ripeness of your abundance. I mean, patience. That is what you're called in some decks. That is you. That is just gorgeous energy. All right, Sagittarius. That's great. So what you got coming in is abundance. All you gotta do is stop listening to the conditioning or the sheep that are telling you what to do. You've got to get that burden off your back. You got to stop trying to postpone this rebirth, this new beginning. You've got to have the courage to let go of what is no longer good for you so that you can feel secure and happy and content. You just got to trust spirit and let go. It's beautiful energy. Beautiful. All right, Sagittarius. You got every every suit. So you could have earth, water, wind, fire. But you did get Aquarius, you got Scorpio, you got Libra, Gemini. Again, that could be Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Okay, that's you, Sagittarius, Knight of Wands, that's you. That's you, Sagittarius, the wheel, but it can also be all your fixed signs, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus. My bad. Hey, there you are again. My gosh, you showed up a lot in your own reading. And I just want you to know that the power that I'm feeling is incredible. You have had one of the best readings, the general readings that I've done in weeks. That's great energy. Whatever it is that you're wrapping up or need to wrap up is totally going to bring in some beautiful abundance for you. Okay? You need to meditate, contemplate. You need to remember the bigger picture. Stop listening to all the sheep, which, by the way, that's devil, so that's Capricorn. You got to stop with believing in anything that other people say and understand from that awareness that everything is connected and that you have to make the choice that's best for you to get the burdens off your back, to let life continue to move forward. Turn that wheel. All right? Get karma. All right? What do we have for my beautiful arches? Sagittarius, get you some advice from the Wisdom Oracle. Sagittarius, please. Oh, come on, baby dolls. You know you want to talk to me. Come on. Sometimes if I just don't look at the cards, they finally talk. Oh, to the sea. I'm going to have to lift that one up because you're going to get a protection message. It's in the reverse. I'm still learning the upside down ones. But you got flexible on the bottom. It very much goes with the reading that you had. That you need to be flexible in the way that you're thinking about things. Don't be conditioned. You know that flower grew up through that rocky wall by being flexible. Not by being rigid. By being flexible. And that's what you need to do. All right, my loves, here we go. So, to the sea, number 7. Again, spiritually guided, okay? To the sea. The essential meaning of this card is being in the flow, which is exactly what we were trying to tell you to do. To return to source. Recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. That's that Ace of Swords, that clarity card where it shows that everything in life is connected. That's beautiful. I love it when you guys get the same cards. So you got it in the reverse. So we're going to read the protection message. So when to the sea is in reverse. When external conditions appear to block every attempt to move forward, there is no hidden message for you to decipher. Like the ocean, the tides of experience ebb and flow. You are in a natural cycle. So know that things will flow again in due course. There is no cause for alarm. Stop resisting and fighting against the situation. Exactly what I told you. And learn to flow even when the tide is going out. Relax and trust in the abundance that will soon be within your reach again. An ancient mariner saying applies to you now. When fishermen cannot go to sea, they stay home and repair their nets. That's beautiful. That is so much of what Spirit was trying to say about you taking their guidance and moving forward. That's great energy. I'm glad I got to do your reading today, Sagittarius. I hope you found something beautiful for yourself here. Next time I see you, it'll probably be 2021. I get those out in the next week or so of what you got coming in for the year. So, my beautiful archers, my lucky, lucky archers, I wish you peace and love. Bye, baby dolls.